Taylor Swift cuts ties with Blake Lively. What really happened?
Nothing can be about me. Like, my name can be in the actual headline, and it can still be none of my business.
Welcome to PopPlug. Let's get plugged in. What if I told you that one of Hollywood's most unexpected and beloved friendships, the bond between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively, has completely fallen apart? From double dates, family bonding, and inside jokes to absolute silence and icy distance. Yes, the whispers are true. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are no longer speaking, and fans are left scrambling for answers. Now, before you think this is just another celebrity rumor, let me stop you right there. This rift isn't fan fiction. It's being confirmed by people close to the situation. And the timing, it couldn't be messier. Blake is locked in a brutal legal battle with her. It ends with us, co-star and director Justin Baldoni. Meanwhile, Taylor is dropping Easter eggs in her brand new album, The Life of a Showgirl, including one song that fans are convinced is about Blake herself. The track is titled Ruin the Friendship, and it's sparking speculation like wildfire.
Taylor Swift's new album has a song on it titled Ruin the Friendship, and people online immediately were speculating that it had something to do with Blake Lively.
But how did two women who went from sharing family holidays and stadium moments to being godmother and auntie Tay to Blake and Ryan Reynolds' kids suddenly end up cutting all ties? Let's rewind, because the timeline of this friendship-turned-frenemy saga is as dramatic as any Taylor Swift bridge. Their story starts back in 2015. Blake cheekily posted a photo from a L'Oreal campaign where she jokingly referenced Taylor's Bad Blood music video in the caption. It was playful, harmless, and just like that, a connection was made. Soon after, the two actually met up in Australia for what fans still call their iconic day out. Pictures of them smiling, laughing, just vibing. It felt like the start of something genuine. Taylor wasn't just collecting another celebrity friend. This was a real bond. Fast forward through the years, and the friendship only grew. Blake and Taylor supported each other at huge moments, award shows, birthdays, and even surprise cameos. Taylor featured Blake and Ryan's daughter James on her Reputation track, Gorgeous. Then, in folklore, she went even further, name-dropping James, Inez, and Betty. Fans lost their minds at how close these two families had become. I mean, Taylor wasn't just the biggest pop star in the world, she was Aunt Taylor, the cool friend who baked cookies, played with the kids, and stayed tight with Ryan and Blake. By 2023, the friendship hit new heights. Blake brought her daughters James and Inez to Taylor's Eras tour. The cameras caught them dancing and singing along like the proudest Swifties in the world. And in February 2024, Blake joined Taylor at the Super Bowl, sitting alongside Travis Kelce. It was one of those power group moments. Blake and Ryan on one side, Taylor and Travis on the other. A double date that screamed family. So, how did everything go so wrong so fast? The answer lies in the courtroom and in Taylor's lyrics. December 2024. Blake is suddenly entangled in a messy legal war with Justin Baldoni, her co-star and director for It Ends With Us. Allegations, rewrites, disputes. It's tabloid gold, but personal hell for Blake. And here's where things get ugly. Justin Baldoni's legal team drags Taylor's name into the mess. They allege that Taylor pressured him to accept Blake's rewrites on the film. Taylor Swift, the most powerful pop star in the world, suddenly being painted as a behind-the-scenes manipulator in a lawsuit she had nothing to do with.
Taylor Swift, here's some news getting dragged back into the legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Taylor's reps immediately denied it, calling it a ploy to use her name for tabloid clickbait. The connection Taylor had to this film was permitting the use of one song, My Tears Ricochet. Given that her involvement was licensing a song for the film, which 19 other artists also did, this document subpoena is designed to use Taylor Swift's name to draw public interest by creating tabloid clickbait instead of focusing on the facts of the case, Swift's rep said. And honestly, that's exactly what it looked like. But the damage was done. Taylor didn't ask to be part of Blake's legal chaos, yet her name was thrown in. And for someone as protective of her brand as Taylor, that's a wound that cuts deep. By January, Justin's complaint was dismissed. By May, his team dropped the subpoena aimed at Taylor. But according to sources, Taylor was really hurt by being dragged into it at all. And while insiders insisted they were taking some space, and they were no longer friends. It was clear the friendship was fractured. And then came the album announcement. August 13, 2025. Taylor reveals The Life of a Showgirl. Among the track list, a song called Ruin the Friendship. Fans immediately connected the dots. Could this be about Blake? Taylor hasn't said outright, but Swifties are trained professionals at decoding Easter eggs. And between the timing, the fallout, and the lyrics that fans are already dissecting from live snippets, it's hard not to see the parallels.
6, ruin the friendship.
Think about it. A friendship turned sour, a messy legal battle, a bond that once seemed untouchable, now hanging by a thread. Taylor's always written about love, heartbreak, and betrayal, but this could be her first public song about losing a best friend. Insiders claim Taylor was really hurt, not just by the subpoena, but by how Blake handled the entire ordeal. She wanted distance. She wanted silence. And Blake, she needed support badly. With the Baldoni case blowing up, she needed her bestie. Instead, Taylor quietly stepped back. Here's where it gets even more complicated. Blake has reportedly felt abandoned. Sources say she believed Taylor should have stood by her, even if just privately, but Taylor's team made it clear she didn't want her name anywhere near Baldoni's courtroom drama. For a woman who carefully manages every narrative, that was non-negotiable.
I mean, my friends, there's sort of like a unspoken code that we're there for each other and we would never turn on each other. It's like kind of like this alliance that is the best kind of friendship you can have.
So now, as source reports, Taylor and Blake aren't speaking. Let that sink in. Not just slowing down, not just busy schedules. They aren't speaking. For fans, this is shocking. These were besties who shared kids' birthdays and tour buses. Blake and Ryan were in Taylor's trusted inner circle, the kind of couple she double dated with alongside Travis Kelce. Now, it looks like Taylor's putting those memories in the vault and moving on. And that brings us to the bigger question. Is Taylor weaponizing her art here? Ruin the friendship isn't just a random title. It's a loaded phrase. Did Taylor feel Blake's legal mess ruined what they had? Or is she hinting that there was a deeper tension? Something fans haven't even guessed at yet? This isn't the first time Taylor's songs have blurred the line between personal diary and public spectacle. But writing about a friendship breakup directly, that's new territory. And Swifties know, when Taylor writes about you, it's permanent. Those lyrics live forever. As for Blake, her side is quieter but not silent. Insiders close to her say she's focused on her family and her legal case, but the whispers are there. She misses Taylor. She didn't want things to get this bad, and she never expected her best friend to walk away when she needed her most. Still, let's not forget the business side. Taylor is one of the most scrutinized women in the world. Every move, every quote, every friendship is magnified 1,000 times over. Getting dragged into Blake's feud with Baldoni was a risk Taylor wasn't willing to take, and maybe for her own survival, she had to cut ties.
You should think of your energy as if it's expensive, as if it's like a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it.
From besties to frenemies, from bad blood references to bad blood reality, from featuring Blake's kids in her songs to writing a possible track about Blake herself. Almost poetic. So where does this leave them now? Insiders say the door isn't totally closed. They might find their way back eventually. But as of right now, Taylor Swift and Blake Lively aren't speaking. Their friendship ruined. And Taylor, she's already turned it into art. This is one of those celebrity breakups that isn't romantic, but it stings just as much. So what do you think? Did Blake push Taylor too far by pulling her into her legal war, or did Taylor abandon a friend who needed her most? And when Ruin the Friendship drops, will it confirm everything we've suspected or leave us with even more questions? Because if there's one thing we know about Taylor Swift, it's this. She never tells the whole story at once. She gives us just enough to keep us listening. And in this case, we'll all be waiting for October 3rd when The Life of a Showgirl finally lands. Until then, the silence between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively says more than words ever could. To keep up with the latest celebrity drama, follow PopPlug on Facebook page to stay plugged in.